These ideas are nightmares to white parents whose worst fear is a child with dyed hair and who likes earrings. Like whatever they say has no bearing. It's so scary in a house that allows no swearing to see him walking around with his headphones blaring, alone in his own zone, cold, and he don't care. He's a problem child. What bothers him all comes out when he talks about his fucking dad walking out, because he hates him so bad that he blocks him out. If he ever saw him again, he'd probably knock him out. His thoughts are whack. He's mad, so he's talking back, talking black, brainwashed from rock and rap. He sags his pants, do-rags in a stocking cap. His stepfather hit him, so he socked him back and broke his nose. His house is a broken home. There's no control. He just lets his emotions go. Come on. Sing with me. Sing for the year. Sing for the laughter. Sing for the tears. Sing with me just for today. Never tomorrow. Good Lord will take you away. Yeah, yeah. A viewer, which I call my viewers Chess Army members, they're being recruited actively, whether they realize it or not. But a viewer asks why I cuss so much, and there's two components to my response. Three, actually. One, most importantly, I didn't always cuss this much. Didn't even have much social media before COVID. Two, because when I get in chess mode, and I've been sitting alone in a phone booth for too long, it's like that saying, genuine thoughts come out when we're drunk. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have just done drugs or consumed alcohol, because that's worse when I play chess. I talk a lot. I'm pretty quiet otherwise. And three, I'm a big believer in freedom of speech. The consequences of censorship and letting picture perfect people who never do any wrong, but might actually just cheat on their wives, if you audit them at all, yeah, they're not any better than Eminem or people who say fuck. That's why I cuss a little more than I probably should. Sorry about that. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for today, maybe tomorrow, the good Lord will take you away. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Didn't I do that well? Hold on. Sing with me, sing. Shit, I can't read it. With me, sing for the year. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for today, maybe tomorrow, good Lord take you away. Yeah. Sing with me, just for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for. Sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me, just for today, Maybe tomorrow, good Lord will take you away. I just like doing that. Get some real software. I'll be a one-man band. Real software and hardware, I guess. That piano shit. Eminem makes several Bill Clinton jokes in his songs. I can think of at least two off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more. Don't tell me about the lyrics I should fix up while the president gets his dick sucked in the Oval Office. And he goes after Bill Clinton. And like with DUIs, which to me, driving drunk is the dumbest thing one could do. You're risking the lives of others. I don't always feel great. But why possibly kill a child or a family driving drunk? I don't get it. And now there's Uber. So why on earth would you not pay $8 to not risk your life and other people's? It's dumb. And usually when a person gets caught driving drunk, that was not their first time. It's happened many times. So Bill Clinton's little Monica Lewinsky thing, not little, huge. How many times did he do that before in the Oval Office that we don't know about? What an asshole. Would I vote for Eminem if he ran for president? I'd listen to his speeches, because even if I didn't agree with his policies, I bet that shit would sound very good. And the beats would be sick. But that song is so relevant to all the censorship happening. One of the biggest deterrents of people who want to do social media or feel like they have some type of talent that would be good for content creation, one of the biggest concerns is, what if people don't think I'm genuine? What if people think I'm just doing this for money? You can rationalize anything. And I promise somebody's going to rationalize just chasing money at all costs. I don't think anyone has his or her reasons completely figured out when he or she starts something out of the ordinary. But I would love to quit this shit and just break down my chess games. I might end up doing that. If I can make a living just breaking down my over-the-board games, I would do that. Because everyone is somewhat selfish. And who knows what's real? Who knows what's real? Who knows? You could be a perfect person. You do all the right things. Never say fuck. Not have any skeletons, which every human has done or said something we wish we hadn't. And then AI could just create a deep fake about you because you made the wrong person mad or your competitor was jealous. But look at this. And AI is going to get so much more advanced quickly. It's not like a linear progression. The best comparison I've heard is folding a paper to the moon. Suddenly it's a different thing. You can Google tech refresh. That was when I was introduced to the concept as it applies to technology. Every year, it doesn't get that much better. You fold the paper again. It's a great way to look at AI. Actually, here's what I'd recommend in tech. When it comes to AI tech, either go all in and make a career out of it, be an expert, or completely close your eyes because ignorance is bliss. I want to kind of understand just enough so I can have a conversation. No, you don't. It'll keep you up at night. But this. Oh, man. I think that was the image. It was pretty damn real. It looks like a album cover. And that can exist. There was another deep fake that exaggerated the Jeff Bezos divorce. there was a quote, and it was just nasty. Him talking about, I think her name was it Melanie? What's his ex-wife's name? But just terrible stuff about I will never trust women. She took, it wasn't actually true either, the quote that was going viral on Facebook, and it's going viral because it's dramatic, because that creator has terrible intentions. It's going viral because women see it and they say, hey, what an he didn't actually say it, and then they go check and they click on it, which is what the creator wanted. Men like me who are just curious if Jeff Bezos went AWOL, yeah, I want to know. He seems kind of interesting. Yeah, I'll click it. But it's a blatant lie. I mean, the quote never happened. No, that was, what's his ex-wife? I'm definitely not thinking of Melania Trump. Okay, so his wife. Maybe it was McKinsey. Okay, I got the M right. But it was a quote that he never said, and any lawyer would say, you can't. What are you talking about? The idea that financial consequences. Yeah, this. I'll never get married again. I'm not a woman's empowerment agency. I lost over 38 billion in cash, 35% to my ex-wife. I was married, blah, 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 blah. One day she was tired of our boring marriage and wanted a divorce. I asked if there was anything I could do to change her mind. She said if I gave her half of my fortune and half of Amazon, she'd consider staying. I begged her not to file for divorce. So clearly, I mean, she was somewhat involved in Amazon's early days. She's not a dumb woman. So she knows Bezos wouldn't accept that, nor would she ever request that without lawyers, without a divorce, they just split the money and split Amazon. That never happened. I begged her not to file for divorce, but she did. I realized even if I gave her what she wanted, that she'd probably still leave and take half of whatever I had left. So I let her go. In court, my attorney managed to settle at half my cash and 35% of Amazon. Those numbers are not factual. She did not get 35% of Amazon. If this can happen after 25 years of marriage, then marriage just isn't meant for men. And that's where if you were just skeptical up to this point in reading the quote, you're done. You're like, nah, because, well, and you're representing your brand, even though Bezos is retired. You're not going to speak on behalf of all men. You might as well go hop in the manosphere and join some podcasts, which I listen to Jeff Bezos talk about this shit. He seems interesting. He seems smart. But then marriage just isn't for men. That statement, marriage just isn't for men, is at the entire female species, because not only are you saying that it's not meant for men, you're saying that means women shouldn't get it. Not just me or people like me, men, the entire male species, not meant for men. I'll never get married again. I'm not a woman's empowerment agency. I'm not a woman's empowerment agency. That was never said in real life. And that's allowed to circulate while my TikTok is banned. But how many followers does this account have? And this quote was on a few. Okay, so there's 2.2 million people that are spreading this bullshit. And it's on other pages. And what it seems like is they get a template, like a quote or a story, and they realize it's going viral. Then a bunch of people copy it. What was the other one? Oh, Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, which she's an interesting candidate for fake news, or a target rather, for fake news on social media. She's well-spoken, she's successful, she's young, and she's a woman. I think there are a lot of people that will hate her, and there are a lot of people that will love her, and either extreme is good for content or views. I'm a fan. But, and she's young, so she appeals to Gen Z, but she's doing something that usually older people do, which is managing the press for President Donald J. Trump. And she's a mom. She's got just a lot of appeal to a lot of different groups. And these fake news Facebook posts that are going viral almost every time that she's in one follow the same pattern. It's Caroline Leavitt got in a fiery debate with Mike Tyson or Tom Brady, or name your celebrity that Caroline Leavitt doesn't hate, isn't mean to them, but it's not her job. She's never met them. And the way that Tom Brady put Caroline back into her place just will send chills down your spine. When did she have time to do this between raising a family, doing a pretty demanding job, I would say, preparing all her speeches? I follow her on Instagram. No, that didn't happen. But it's still circulating. So that Sing for the Moment song, it came to mind when I was kind of judged by a viewer on my last stream for cussing. There's a lot worse stuff. A lot worse stuff. And the consequences of censoring people will be so much more severe than if we just let them talk. It could be fake news. The account's already banned. Hey, I can't monetize. I was feeding my family with TikTok. So now I can't. And actually, it wasn't even me. I was hacked. And you can't talk to a person. Robot decided. You were flagged for something that wasn't popular. If an event wasn't popular, like Charlie Kirk's murder was popular, unfortunately, amongst some of the woke crowd. So you can do a lot of things with that and not get banned, even though it's hateful speech, that anyone should be murdered. A lot of stuff on Luigi Mangione is not censored, even though that's hateful to murder. But he's handsome, and a lot of people are interested in the story, so they let that go. But Charlie wasn't a bad boy. He was someone who disagreed with, mainstream right now, and so they censor it. If you, or they don't, they let those videos stay up, even though they're mean about Charlie. And I recommend just a 1-year ban. If it's a ban, don't make it permanent. 1 year, and then everything is back, and you just don't have those videos on your account when it comes back. But to take away someone's voice is what turns decent people mean people downright evil. And everyone has dirt, like Eminem said. Okay. Now I got my rating back after my last stream. And let me show you why you got to take these ratings with a grain of salt. This doesn't happen often anymore. I don't remember it happening much after 1900, probably, where you get what I call a sucker, who's clearly overrated by more than 200 points. That might be the best definition for a sucker. They're overrated, and their ability is inflated by roughly 200 points. And they can't stop playing, so they just re-challenge and re-challenge. You got a sucker. You need to win those games. I think I went 5-2 against this sucker, and I've played him before. How many times have I played this guy? Manny Poo. How many games total? I've played him 23 times. But today I played him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I went 5-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. Yeah. Oh no, he was my last game on the 9th as well. Okay, it's all him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I went 5-2. And he was much higher rated. So instead of me being whatever I was when I started playing him today, which appears to be 2103, so I was right under 2,000 before this game. And now after that little streak with Manny Poo, I am suddenly 21-25, and I didn't have to work for it. That happens a ton below 1900. 100-point swing just by finding someone who's overrated or underrated. Though if they're underrated, you might want to not challenge them again. Let's look at those games, or a few of those games, and then we'll compare it to how people are playing when I try to get to 2200 here. See, like that move there. I mean, what are you looking at, man? At 2100 something? Game's over. You gave it to me. I was losing. I'm a mess right now with Blitz chess. But I'm very fast and accurate. I don't know. I think it's when the position's open, I feel like I'm fast and more accurate. I don't know if it's because it's the open positions I like or if it's the knights are a pain in the ass for everyone who's not super strong. Anticipating knights in speed chess is hard. So I don't know if it's open positions or if I just don't like knights in speed chess. But I understand exactly what needs to be done, and it's not complicated. Your rook is defending your bishop. Your king is out in the open and on the same horizontal or rank. And I have to move the rook. I have to move the rook, and I have two bishops to do it, so I can take your bishop with check. And of course, black's job is to not let that happen. It's real simple. But even though it's real simple, a lot of athletes, even some who have a decent over the board rating, don't do it fast enough. And I'm pretty fast in these positions. I'm always in time trouble, which there's usually not much reason to change behavior if we aren't being punished or for the current behavior or aren't going to be rewarded for the change. And kind of like the cow opening with Tyler One, I think I've just accidentally found what works, and my brain is just adjusted to it. And while I'm streaming, I'm just slower and more distracted anyway. And I'm not usually in time trouble necessarily, but I'm in situations I shouldn't be in. The game wasn't complicated, and I still am low on clock frequently. But if I'm playing right and I have a lot of time left, maybe the opponent expects better play. Maybe it surprises them when I'm in a little bit of time trouble and I play well. It's a little bit different if people are managing their clock reasonably but just aren't that good at chess. And then they play someone like me who's probably a lot stronger than my rating. But, I just will rush and then I'll tell a story and I'll realize I have 30 seconds and I have to play now. And they don't know what to expect. Total accident. But either way, it's not a bad rating. Yeah, just take it. What did I do? Oh, yeah, you will? Yeah, because you'll be there now. Yeah, I can do that. See, I'm playing not very well. Better than Manny Poo. Manny Poo got me here, though. Manny Poo got me that time. I think I wanted to Poo every time I see that name.
Okay, so that was the one I lost. Here's another one I lost. Sing with me, sing for the sing. See, what am I doing? I'm playing bullet chess. I'm doing, but so I gave it away there, which to understand. I got excited. I got a real nice position as black. And I'm just messing stuff up. Give it back. And obviously, I can't do that because my king's not safe. Just focus. Just no focus. This is my final game before I took a break. I decided I was going to stream again instead of cry myself to sleep. But he makes it so easy on me to get these pawns, and an almost 2200 level player should never do that. That's an account I might look at for cheating. Why? Because he played poorly today? No. There are a lot of different types of cheating, I'm sure, and I don't even know what to do because it would make me mad if someone was cheating against me and I wasted my day again and again. But at the same time, that quote by Ben Franklin, or maybe he just popularized it. I don't know if it was his quote originally. It is better for 100 guilty people to walk free than for one innocent man to be imprisoned. I agree with that mostly. But his rapid's good, his blitz is good. So Manny would be the type who might just be way too into it. Yeah, so he's been over 2,200 and he's playing like trash. So his peak is 2217, and in rapid he's pretty good too. In bullet, apparently he's pretty good. In rapid 2060. So he's comparable to me. When I play him, not only does he not put up a fight, he just plays dumb stuff and doesn't make me earn it in positions where I could definitely blow it, or there's a lot of ways he can make it hard. He just makes it easy on me, like giving me all those pawns and letting my rooks take them, no less. So, is he cheating? Probably not. But that's the type. If you're a lot worse for a good stretch, like you play a series against someone lower rated like me, and you just keep losing, and then you get it back. Do you just love chess so much, and you're so addicted to getting a certain rating that you kind of impulsively cheat, whereas others are more calculated and calm about it? More consistent cheaters. Someone like Manny just cheats the way I play online chess, which is I struggle to stop once I start playing. I'm 16-7 against him. Yeah, so I'm 16-7 against him. Yet he's been rated over 2,200. That's just real suspicious. I don't know. But I hope as I get a little stronger, I would like to play online chess. I just have to get control of my habits. I hope as I get stronger, everyone will be about what their rating shows. A master who's burping a baby and Driving home from work wouldn't be very strong. Can't hardly look at the phone. Baby's throwing up, whatever the distraction is. Wife is in the background saying, I wish I wish I don't know. I just wish you didn't play chess so much. Well, did you want to marry the guy who's not a chess master? No, I wanted the master. Yeah. So what are we fighting about? I don't know. I just want your attention. And how can one focus? You'll play at a much lower level, and then when you're locked in, one of my favorite chess pieces of chess content ever, it was Chess Brawl, and I don't usually watch them. I don't dislike their content, but they're funny stuff. I'm just not into it. If I wanted funny, I would go watch stand-up comedy. I want to learn chess, but they do have some funny stuff. And their best one, Amon, was sitting on the toilet, and it said "My chess elo" when I'm at the club or wherever else, and it was an average number. Then on the toilet, I think the screen changes to make it really dramatic. Lights go on. I don't remember what happened in that piece of content, but I remember it goes like super grandmaster, and then his rating was close to 3,000 just because he's on the toilet. That's his best chess, and that's not real. Like he doesn't actually fluctuate that much or play on the toilet all the time. But it is a funny way to make the point that you never really know what you're getting online, and people play for a lot of different reasons and in a lot of different mental states, and that same account could be a totally different caliber of player. I hope that gets as I get higher. It would have to because you must control your swings and play your best times with no one stay those ratings. I watched some of Levy's games, some Blitz games, as he got to 2,900 recently. And I'll never be that good, but it doesn't blow me away either. When you factor in time, and it's just really good. I work in the back. I call it working in the background too much. It's not passive. I don't even know if it's defensive. It's just too much work behind the scenes here. But I have found ways to defend that. Yeah, see, we're just trading shit. That's not chess. To become active. Yeah. If I get that pawn, is a queen enough for? Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. See how bad that is? Not even seeing that I don't have a way to run. All right. Yeah, Black's realizing he's in trouble. Yeah. If I do end up streaming, I think I want to do that. That's impulsive blitz move. Okay, so you go here. All right. So, Knight G4. Okay. Okay. I see. Yeah. I see I'm getting by mistakes. But streamers should be on their computers. I don't like playing on my phone while showing it on my computer. It's too much going on. Yeah. Usually I do that. See, they're just no good. But I want my award. Give me my trophy. I wanted to say 2200. 2200. No. Rid your punt for my party. Okay. I don't have to be that precise here. We get caught up in all this fluff. It's like a magic trick. It's not a threat though. When a major piece is all alone, you can move out and you have something to threaten. All right. Steve Smith, the football player. Is that who you're a fan of? I like him. From Australia, though. And Australians are allowed to watch football. It's a growing game. You just completely forget about your mission. This is the top point 3 percentile of online players. It's a joke. And I believe no cheating suspicion should be made or taken seriously until you're, like 2,700. I mean, it's good. I say 2,200 is where you start to matter in terms of real chess players. Yeah, sure. But who cares if you're cheating or not? It's still no good in the scheme of titles or gaining anything, gaining any rating, or I mean, gaining any accolades or money until you're 2,700 probably in Blitz online. So who cares? You're not going to compete in a title Tuesday until you're at least 3,000. So cheat all you want. At my level, I just don't like it because I don't like the thought of wasting my time against someone who's not playing fairly. But if you're cheating here, you got bigger problems because nobody cares about 2,200 level players unless they're funny or good looking or something. So why cheat? Okay. Like I said, when this rook gets up here, it's not bad, and a lot of times it's good. Rooks by themselves controlling the seventh, sixth, second, or third ranks, that can be good. But it does give us something to escape to. I've just band-aided my chest, man. I don't know. No one's coached me. But a major piece is alone. There's nothing that is even remotely close to protecting this rook. Even if you had a rook here or a queen here, the knight's in the way, so nothing can see. So I know if this gets hairy, and it is kind of, I mean, you're chasing my stuff. Your rook wants to come and pin, trying to get this knight. It's no problem, because in the back of my mind, if I need to, I know until that rook gets back to its own camp, or if another piece comes to help it, I simply have one move to get out of this mess, which I use. And in speed chess, that's so important. In the back of your mind, having those things already figured out. So if it happens, it's done. Don't waste any time on it. Waste enough time telling stories. So it's done. This gets messy. Or if I, which in this case I didn't have anything, there was nothing that I was going to win unless the opponent messed up and got flustered with my knight being in his territory. But if I do have a way to win and I mess it up, I already know there's a rook there. I'm out. Reset. Nothing to think about. Too many people spend time thinking about a situation like that. I don't see that often. Gallop away. Oh, shoot. Like, I just called it out, and I forgot the rook was there. Wow. Try to reveal or make it move further. I can have a move to clear my horse and do something because I forgot about this. Okay. Still true. Still pretty scary. What can you do to be annoying here? Well, a lot, because I'm in a worse position. You can't take with the rook first. I know that for sure. And you can't do that. That's got to be the best move, right? I'm going to take it. I don't think that's as good. I can remove the rook that's being annoying to my queen. You'll replace it, sure, and then I can still do that. But I got a rook first. And your knight will be vulnerable. The pin is still true. That definitely wasn't your solution. Definitely wasn't it. I think you had to leave that there. Okay, so I'm here. I'm going to fix my pin. It's fixed. And now I'm going here and here. Knight move would do no good. Okay, I see. Yeah, I guess I would. So here, and then check happens. I'm here. Get checked again. Thing is that we come with check, so I wouldn't be threatening the queen. Okay. It's great for me. Oh, shit. Hit the rook with check, dude. Okay. 2140. Yeah. Happens a lot in speed chess. I'll make the move, then I'll see it correct one right as I make that move. So it's time to completely think through. It's like a quarterback in football getting blitzed. I was on the right track. I had the right read. I got smoked, so I couldn't execute it. Didn't have time. Okay, so what did you want me to do there? Yeah. Where was that dark bishop supposed to be at? Knight c3, queen e3. You got to counterattack stuff. Queen e3 is good, okay. And all those moves, usually I'm glancing at them. I just don't have time to see them through. Because queen e3, yeah, seems fine. But I'm bringing something off the back rank too, which, and that's a situation where maybe I'm just scared to make the right move because of this pawn. I want everything back here so this pawn can't promote or you can't use a rook with it or anything. Yeah. I'm giving Hans Niemann interviews. Difference is it's okay for me to sound suspicious. So I'm only 2,200. No, we're not even 2,200 yet. What about that knight decision? Yeah, that's the best move. Yeah, it has to be. It's easy. Even with no time to think about it. So either that or I'm taking. That was my other option in my head, but I figured that had to be by far the best, and it was. Because here, and then I'm threatening, but you're going to get my queen, and then you're going to get my bishop. So that when the knight takes back. So here, not only am I threatening stuff, I'm removing that rook. Sure, you'll get another one, but I still got a rook, and this knight is now loose. The knight's kind of annoying sitting there, actually. It can come to life. And now it doesn't really get the option to be patient anymore. In a longer game, in a short game, it's not going to matter a lot. But in a longer game, the benefit of getting that pawn, as far as the knight is concerned, is it can't really sit there as long as it wants. It's not comfortable anymore without that pawn protecting it. So if it's going to come to the center, which is where it should be usually, it would want to do it sooner than later because now there's nothing to support it there. Again, I don't have a lot of formal training. I've attended some lectures at the club. And now that I wouldn't say established at all, but I've made some friends at the chess club that are stronger than me. And some of the younger adults are impressed with my online stats because it's better than theirs, even though they're quite a bit stronger than me in chess. But I actually respect them a lot because if they spent half the time I did online and didn't train at the club, which I'd say a lot of them take lessons, to be 1,900 plus, you got to. It's only because they're spending time working on what matters. If they spent any time at all online, they'd be way better than me. And I worked in tech, so all I did from age 21 to 25, I was debugging towards the latter end of my career in tech, and the other 3.5, 4 years, I was testing. I started out testing like just hundreds of steps and scenarios on a mobile app. So we're just clicking around over and over and over and over all freaking day. Regression scenarios, which are fascinating. I don't dislike any of it. I loved it. Came to love it. SAP GUI. It's just a bunch of decisions, tables, especially like TVARVs, which is a variant table where you maintain parameters like x equals 2 for algebra. It's just a lot more complicated than that, but it's just a bunch of if then else. That's all I looked at for 4 or 5 years. So it's probably why I do a little better on devices, especially when I have time to think about it. One of the more annoying things, and I mean, I'll delete any content. I wasn't sharing my fucking screen for that. That's so frustrating. I do that sometimes. But in some cases, there's something that's manually, a program has to be executed manually, like if a purchase order is froze, or usually it's more tied to the user attributes. There's an error. If the HR fee didn't come through for whatever reason and some attributes are missing, it would kill the purchase order or stop the purchase order. So you got to go in and manually turn them green, like just thousands of purchase orders. And just looking at those screens all freaking day, clicking those buttons, going through the steps to troubleshoot, documenting it in what's called RICEF. They were, I think they were called functional specifications when I started, and then everyone went agile, and it's lean specifications now. But RICEF stands for reports, interfaces, conversions, enhancements, forms, and workflow. And documenting all that, I'm telling you, like I accidentally trained for chess. I really hope I was sharing my screen for those chess games. I don't remember if I was or not. Okay, so we're 2140. Stop. I gotta walk my dog. Stop. When I come back, I'm going to sing songs. In the meantime, please admire. Actually, let's have a moment of silence for Lisa Chess. I liked her. I think she's a good person. She closed her account. Cheers to the 2026 full of happiness and time well spent. Better person than I. We'll miss you. I know you'll miss Chess. No, let's go, baby. Sing, sing, buddy.
His ideas are nightmares to white parents whose worst fear is a child with dyed hair who likes series. Like whatever they say has no bearing. It's so scary in a house that allows no swearing to see him walking around with his headphones blaring, alone in his own zone, cold. He don't care. He's a problem child. What bothers him all comes out when he talks about his dad walking out because he hates him so bad that he blocks him out. You ever saw him again, he'd probably knock him out. His thoughts are whack. He's mad, so he's talking back, talking black. Brainwashed from rock and rap. He sagged his pants, threw rags in the stocking cap. His stepfather hit him, so he socked him back and broke his nose. His house is a broken home. There's no control. He just lets his emotions go. Come on. Sing with me. Sing for the year. Sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me, just for today. Maybe tomorrow, the good Lord will take you away. Yeah, yeah. Entertainment is changing, intertwining with gangsters in the land of the killers. A sinner's mind is a saint. You hear something kind of mean and crazy? I believe rappers and comedians are the smartest people in the world. They usually go down that path because they can't fit in a 9-to-5 structure. They're too creative, too smart. But how do they come up with how do they get such an advanced vocabulary? Because a lot of rappers grew up in very hard environments. Like sanctum is not a crazy, complicated word, but it's not something that's used that often. And Eminem has a lot of those types of words. It's like not only is he very talented, and like a lot of people can rap fast, not as fast as he does, but the pauses, the changes of pace are just absurdly unique and good. And his vocabulary is very advanced. He's an amazing talent. I like Eminem. Okay. I just looked at it. These ideas of what the hell just happened? Yeah. These ideas are nightmares to white parents whose worst fear is a child with dyed hair who likes series. Like whatever they say has no bearing. It's so scary in a house that allows no swearing to see him walking around with his headphones blaring, alone in his own zone, cold. He don't care. He's a problem child. What bothers him all comes out when he talks about his dad walking out because he hates him so bad that he blocks him out. If he ever saw him again, he'd probably knock him out. His thoughts are whack. Man, so he's talking back to talking black. Brainwashed from rock and rap. So he sagged his pants, threw rags in a stocking cap. Stepfather hit him, so he socked him back and broke his nose. His house is a broken home. There's no control. He just lets his emotions go. Come on. Sing with me. Sing for the year. Sing for the laughter. Sing for the tears. Sing with me. Just for today. Never tomorrow. The good Lord will take you away. Yeah, yeah. Entertainment is changing, intertwining with gangsters. In the land of the killers, a sinner's mind is a sanctum. Holy or unholy, only have one homie. Only this gun lonely, cause don't anyone know me. Yet everybody just feels like they can relate. I guess words are a motherfucker. They can be great, or they can degrade, or even worse, they can teach hate. It's like these kids hang on every single statement we make like they worship us, plus all the stores ship us platinum. Now, how the fuck did this metamorphosis happen? From standing on corners and porches just rapping to having a fortune, no more kissing ass, but then these critics crucify you, journalists try to burn you, bands turn on you, attorneys all want to turn at you to get their hands on every dime you have. They want you to lose your mind every time you're mad, so they can try to make you out to look like a loose cannon. Any dispute won't hesitate to produce handguns. That's why these prosecutors want to convict me, strictly just to get me off of these streets quickly, but all they kids be listening to me religiously. So I'm signing CDs while police fingerprint me. Therefore, the judge's daughter, but his grudge is against me. I'm such a fucking menace, this shit doesn't make sense, B. It's all political. If my music is literal and I'm a criminal, how the fuck can I raise a little girl? I couldn't. I wouldn't be fit to. You're full of shit too, Guerrera. That was a fist that hit you. Come on, sing with me. Sing for the year. Sing for the laughter. Sing for the tear. Sing with me just for today. Never tomorrow. The good Lord take you away. Yeah, yeah. This is one of the best verses ever written. They say music can alter moods, talk to you. Well, can it load a gun up for you and cock it too? Well, if it can, then the next time you assaulted, dude, tell the judge it was my fault and I'll get sued. See, what these kids do is hear about us toting pistols and they want to get one because they think the shit's cool, not knowing we're really just protecting ourselves. We entertainers. Of course, it's just affecting ourselves. You ignoramus, but music is reflection of self. We just explain it. Then we get our checks in the mail. That's fucked up, ain't it? How we can come from practically nothing to being able to have any fucking thing that we wanted. That's why we sing for these kids who don't have a thing except for a dream and a fucking rap magazine. We post pin-up pictures on their walls all day long, idolize their favorite rappers and know all of their songs. So for anyone who's ever been through shit in their lives, until they sit and they cry at night, wishing they died, till they throw on a rap record, they sit and they vibe. We nothing to you, but we're the fucking shit in their eyes. That's why we seize the moment, try to freeze it and own it, squeeze it and hold it, because we consider these minutes golden. And maybe they'll admit it when we're gone. Just let our spirits live on through our lyrics that you hear in our songs, and we can sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me just for today, never tomorrow. Good Lord, take you away. Yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong with wanting control. And there's a very famous cliche saying, can't let the inmates run the asylum, or can't let the prisoners run the jail. And the only thing more dangerous for the world than letting inmates run the asylum or letting workers call the shots if they're not qualified or aren't managers. The only thing worse would be if the warden and the prison guards didn't follow the rules. That is the only thing worse than chaos, than not respecting authority, is if authority doesn't follow the rules. It's an unwritten rule. I forget how they worded it. Not an unwritten rule. Hidden agreement, maybe that's the term in politics. Hidden agreement. We elected you to take care of America, or whatever country you're representing. We don't have to tell you that. That's why we elected you. Same is true in the prison example. Don't let inmates run the asylum. Okay. There are still rules, and violent criminals, even child rapists, do have rights.
disagree with that or not, it's true. So if the prison warden or his guards don't follow the rules or just start spraying people, because you're a criminal, well, that's the only thing worse than if the criminals are misbehaving, trying to take over the prison even. In the H1B abuse, in Eminem's song, I think what scares authority when Eminem was rising to fame, it was not when a kid with nothing, no money, no parents to help with school, it wasn't when he was relating to Eminem. It was when people like me were going, that's a good point. And as I get older, yeah, sure, my dad was a good dad. Eminem's mom wasn't in the picture. My mom went to all my games. I'm very fortunate. But now that I'm older and I see some of the mean parts of the world, I can't imagine seeing that at his age or someone who didn't grow up in a upper middle class home. Well, okay, I see what he's saying. And even if I'm not relating to exactly the story he's telling in his music, we get old enough to where we've had experiences or met people who have been in similar circumstances so we can empathize with it. And it's still good music. And it's when people like me or Luigi Mangione start listening to Eminem and liking it and resharing it and subscribing to Eminem's channel. That's when it freaks people out that are powerful. Someone has nothing to lose and they shoot somebody, that's really bad because murder is really bad. But it's not Luigi Mangione. Dude had everything going for him. He's handsome, very smart, could have got an engineering job or a really good corporate job, and he chose to kill somebody because he believed healthcare was wrong, and Luigi was correct in his belief that following the processes would do nothing. They'll make him out to be an entitled, mentally ill prick. So one way Luigi was a lot smarter than me and a lot of people who would prefer the world be logical and decent is Luigi was smart enough to understand talking. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Fuck him. Close that ticket. Another complainer. Yeah, we're going to deny claims. And if grandparents die, that's not our problem. We're just running the business. God, shut up, Gen Z. Shut up. Luigi was smart enough to say, all right, I'm going to be an entitled millennial. Just wait your turn. People are dying while I'm waiting my turn. And he was smart enough to understand that calling and talking to them would do no good. The alternative is to go away. No, here's the process. We can vote and we can. And Gen Z doesn't think that way. Shouldn't shoot people, but he did. But it's when people like Luigi start bumping Eminem that could have been high class and said, fuck you. That's a problem to authority. And authority would be amazed at how reasonable people would be, even those who, there's got to be some illness there. He shot somebody. I would say a lot of old, powerful people would be frightened to know how many dark thoughts go through a young person's brains, especially during a time like COVID where all we have is TikTok and we're more aware of all the problems in the world. Be amazed. And then they would still be amazed at the much smaller percentage of Gen Z who actually make a little bit of a plan or think about what it would be like to do something crazy like Luigi did. And then they talk themselves out of it. And then there's still a few that we will never know about who actually go to the hotel and do all the crazy shit Luigi did. And they walk up and then they just go, oh man, that's not, I can't do it. But they were planning it and they just wave at the guy instead. They walk. It's crazy to think about. But if Luigi Mangione would have played music, I'm telling you, listen to the pain in some of the songs. They're the most beautiful to play on piano. The songs I like to play the most are slowed down rap songs. Like Beautiful by Eminem, it's another really pretty one. And I'm just good enough on piano to chord, and if I had the sheet music, I can rep it a bunch, and I can play it like you wouldn't know. I've just screwed around. I could play like a real piano player if I have enough time to prepare a piece. Beautiful by Eminem, there's a lot of songs, those dark, sad rap hits that are just so pretty on instruments. And I promise Luigi, if he could play guitar, he would not have shot Brian Thompson. And a lot of the CEOs, like Brian Thompson, who think
They have to. They're already rich. They're already doing good. I have to have more. It's like no one cares about you. No one. I mean, no one knows who you are unless you get shot. You're not a professional athlete. No one knows if you go out in public and get your. Unless you're the Coldplay guy. But it's so arrogant. Like who cares? It's health. You're not helping. It's. I think having something else another way to express ourselves keeps us from going on either extreme. Like the corporate greed, the wanting to kill corporate greed, the depressed extreme. I mean, if you have a way to talk, and music is the best way to express ourselves, you just don't do that shit. All right, end rant. Why it matters a lot. It matters a lot because you're going to make anyone who acknowledges training their own replacement or being fired wrongfully or being forced to choose between fighting tooth and nail for a promotion and just lying to the government. It's you're going to make us look like people tried to make Eminem look. They want to convict me strictly just to get me off of these streets quickly. And I believe there are ways to be powerful. I know Robert Greene's book is trending. I saw him on a podcast talking about his time with 50 Cent. And yeah, those are laws of power, but they shouldn't be taken with a grain of salt. I'm not going to read the book because I know David dropped Goliath with a rock. So that wasn't very powerful until he killed the best warrior ever. He's kind of powerful now. Goliath is dead. What do we do? I guess we give him a crown. Give David the crown. Fuck. He won. That goes against every law of power to do what David did to Goliath. So I think it's almost as bad as TikTok for young people's brains. Here's what you do. If you follow these rules and you manipulate people this way, you'll be powerful. I'm not saying it's bad to want power or good to be naive, but there is no strict how-to for the world we live in post-COVID. There are times where young people are being crazy or too Eminem-like for the corporate world, but they would be reasonable if you just follow the rules. It's the law. You didn't. Now that Trump administration is cracking down on it, there's probably a lot of employers, but I know of one. Shit, we never thought we'd get audited. You didn't do the paperwork, did you? Nah. Now we haven't got caught in this long. Shit. If you push anyone's buttons too much, isolation is what they do to punish prisoners once they're already in prison. It drives people insane. Prison's not unbearable until you face isolation in prison. That is the worst torture. Even if you don't like certain people, just isolating, it's awful. And during COVID, I'm telling you, to win in business, they'll quote their Bible verses. They'll do whatever it takes. They'll say, there's more to life. And then they'll talk about people. And here's my work friends. And it's disgusting. Just follow the rules. You can make anyone look crazy. And then inmates won't run the asylum. What's going on? Let's go. I've been looking under rocks and breaking rocks.
That's love song she never heard in her life. You're right. I just got a picture of this.
Sorry, Bliss, I forgot your shout out. And this is where I've got to have some autism. It's a big topic in chess, as it should be. It's not an insult. It should be a compliment in most pursuits. As long as it's not corporate politics, you won't do well in that. But like, I don't necessarily believe perfect pitch is completely innate. Learning an instrument or music prodigies, if you really study them, yeah, sure, there's exceptional talent, but they were exposed to the right type of training at a young age somehow. And I would argue if Mozart or Beethoven or any of the best composers, if they didn't have an opportunity to not just put in those hours young, but put in the right type of training for those hours, probably don't know who they are. Or they get started later in life and they end up like me in chess. Maybe I could have been super good. I'm 2,200 online basically, and haven't really got to dedicate full time to it like kids do. And I'm beating some kids who spend a similar amount of time at the club or more fairly consistently now. But I got started too late, and now I have other commitments and a dog, so I can't just train all day. And I still probably haven't exposed myself to the right training enough, so we'll never really know. But when I hear that little keyboard intro for this song, like it's not as if I'm Charlie Puth that I can just tell the notes and spit them out just by hearing them without having a tuner or anything. But I just hear it in my head all day, and sometimes if I know the song key, I can get pretty close to the notes while I'm just screwing around in my head. But it's all I think about for no reason. Just obsess over a 10-second piano intro for a song that doesn't even have a lot of instrumentals. Most romantic chord. Inherently romantic. I mean, any major is going to sound more romantic. T-Pain. Okay, so I'm not going to get any super clear. The keys. G major. But I think I'm more weird enough to screw around with this. I'll screw around with it all day. And there's an element of obsession to peak performance. And I think obsession and intelligence, they kind of go hand in hand. I don't think that many people, especially mental in pursuits that are mostly mental, I don't think there are that many people who just wake up and can play the piano or the violin. So we're in the key of G major, which is one of the easiest keys aside from obviously A minor / C major, because that's the only key that has no sharp or flat. But he's just working on the scale. And in my head, I'm just going through the scale of different patterns until I've gotten pretty decent at karaoke. I actually bumped into one of my chess acquaintances after day 2 of the tournament. He's like, I didn't know you go to karaoke. And I was up next to sing. I'm like, yeah, man, I like to sing. And I just bounced, and he went and studied his chess games in the corner. Little did he know, that's where I go to study my chess. It was weird. I study my chess games and I play some online chess at karaoke when I'm facing too much isolation to the point where I think I'm going to lose my mind.
But I sit there and they show the song key at karaoke. So all the songs, which I know most of them because people sing popular songs at karaoke. And once I see the song key, I've written on a sticky note. This is the basic amount of music theory one should know, and you can get pretty far with it. But I will take that song key and I will try to guess the notes of that song, because once you know the key, at least the melody, I mean, I'm not going to get everything right, but the melody, I try to, in my head, I'm trying to follow it and guess. And every now and then I'll pull up sheet music direct on my phone and I'll follow along if I'm really just not able to kind of get some of the notes in my head. And that's got to be a good way to train if you don't have a coach for vocals and music. But all I've done is I've written down my minor. I think it's good to go from minor to major, because if we go from major to minor, we're working backwards. So the start of the major scale is 3 up from the start of the minor scale. But another way, the third of the minor scale is the start of the major scale. That's why it's a relative major versus relative minor. So in my head, I always start with a minor, and the first of a minor is a seventh, and then the second is diminished, and then on and on and on. And with that, we add a 4-note chord. So now they're not just notes in the scale anymore, like that guy's doing on his keyboard. Now you're getting into chords, and if you want it to go a little bit more advanced, you're just peeling back layers of music. It's 4-note, 4-note. So the 3-note in the minor, in the second of the minor scale, is diminished. But if we add our 4th note, or 4 fingers to the keys, it's a minor 7th with a flattened 5th of that scale. And then on up to the 7th of the minor, which is a dominant 7th. So instead of whatever that would be, the dominant 7th, I think that's the same as a minor 7th. Yeah, it should be. That'll get you more than far enough in music. As good as I care to be. Look at that. Ooh, that's it. But he's only touching the F sharp, which is why the G major key is pretty easy.
Hey, oh, yeah. Turn up the bass, turn up the treble. I'm about to take it to a whole nother level. Need to turn up what you're playing.
What's he doing? And the only interesting part. Starting on the G. And turn up the bass, turn up the treble. I'm about to take you to a whole nother level. DJ, turn up what you're playing. I want the whole club to hear what I'm saying. Because this girl means so much to me. Now we on the floor while she touching me. And if I wanna take her home, it's gotta be better than what they do on the radio. It's gotta be the crunkest, loudest, gotta be the best love song she ever heard in her life. Gotta tell her how I feel, I gotta let her hear the best love song she ever heard in her life. No need to even write, I just gotta picture her smiling. And if you feel that way, go ahead and kiss your baby. And now we got the whole stadium in love like, hey, 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 hey. We gotta turn up the lights, give me a mic. I'm about to sing it to her just the way she likes. Jump off the stage, bombs away. Crowd surfing all the way. Cowabunga, you know it's right. Just do the wave. Girl, just move your body like a snake. And if you wanna get with me, put your hands in the air, show me that energy. Gotta be the crunkest, loudest, gotta be the best love song she ever heard in her life. Homie, kiss your girl, shawty, kiss your man. We can see you on the kissing can. Now show me some love, yeah, yeah. Now look her in the eye, say, baby, I love you. Never put no one above you. Unless you ain't even know it, ain't know it. Teddy Clark to the stage, yeah, seen her, throw it, yeah. Throw it, throwing that ass for days. Booty going up, down. I ain't got no problem spending all of my money. Trying to see what's up now. I can do this all day like it ain't nothing. Shorty got the black bra showing, yeah. Sounds cool. Yeah, you're the one, only one I love. Unless B.O.B. jumps in and does a feature. I like music. He thinks he's a thug now? No, I'm not. I'm not balling on the hose or anything. I like 70s love songs. I like Elvis. I like anything that's musical. I like John Mayer, especially because John can explain the theory behind his songs. I ain't even know it, no. Ain't know it, yeah. Teddy party to the stage, yeah. Seen it, throw it, yeah. Throw it, throwing that ass for days. Whatever that means. You can't throw it. Be domestic abuse. Up, down. I ain't got no problem spending all of my money. Trying to see what's up now. Black card, yeah. Party in the backyard. Shorty got the black bra showing. She wants to find a husband. She might be giving off the wrong vibe. Tat it up, ass fat enough. She a bad and she already know it. Yeah, she know it. Yep, she know it. She a bad and she already know it. Yeah, she know it. Yep, she know it. Palm mute just for the minor. Yeah, she know it. Yeah, she know it. She gon' make me spend some money on it. Yeah. Whole bank account, I'll blow it. Do a show then. Bring some more in. Booty bigger than a Samoan. I'm at the stage every time shorty going. Shorty going. I don't know how I'm getting home later on. Like, I ain't even know it. Ain't know it. Teddy party to the stage. Yeah, seen it. Throw it. Yep, throw it. Throwing that ass for days. Booty going up, down. I ain't got no problem spending all of his money. And I bet he's going to sing her a love song also. Okay. Sing another song. Get serious about my chest. Is that right? That sounds right. That's fine. I've been looking under rocks and breaking locks. Just trying to find. I've been looking under rocks and breaking locks. Just trying to find you. I've been like a maniac, insomniac. 5 steps behind you. Tell them other girls they can hit the exit check, please. Cause I finally found the girl of my dreams. Much more than a Grammy Award. That's how much you mean to me. You could be my it. You could be my it girl. Baby, you're the shit, girl. Loving you could be a crime. Crazy how we fit, girl. This is it, girl. Give me 25 to life. I just wanna rock all night long and put you in the middle of my spotlight. You could be my it, girl. You're my biggest hit, girl. Let me play it loud. Let me play it loud like he whistling there? We play it loud. And you can't help but turn them heads, knocking them dead. Hey. Jumping like flies around ya. If I get your body close, not letting go. Hoping you're about to. If I get your body close, not letting go. Letting go. Hoping you're about to. Hoping you're about to. Tell them other guys they can lose your number, you're done. They don't get another shot cause you love. Damn. They don't get another shot cause you love drunk. That's it. They don't get another shot. They don't get another shot cause you love drunk. Like a TV show playing reruns. Every chance I get, I'ma turn you on. You could be my it girl. Baby, you the shit, girl. Loving you could be a crime. Crazy how we fit, girl. This is it, girl. Give me 25 to life. I just wanna rock all night. Damn. I just wanna rock all night. I just wanna rock all night long. And put you in the middle of my spotlight. You could be my it girl. You're my biggest hit, girl. Let me play it loud. Let me play it loud like I just wanna rock all night long. I can't seem to stop you from running through my mind. Just keep it coming till I make you mine. You got that something I wanna be with, girl. You're my greatest hit, girl. Trust me, this is it, girl. Hey baby, don't you know you're mine? Yeah. Don't you know it? Don't you know you're mine? Girl. Yeah. And I just wanna rock all night long. Shoot. Who is this guy? How did he come up with this concept where he sings and he plays chess and then he plays an instrument? COVID lockdown. Yeah. I got tired of talking to myself, so I started just talking in between verses when I was listening to music to cope. And Bo Burnham's Inside Special was pretty inspirational. Because that's what Bo Burnham does. I mean, it's talking. I don't want to be that. I think Bo's views on what that did to his mental health and what it does to everyone's mental health that's in the spotlight. I agree with him on that. I agree with him on social media companies. I don't care if we live or die. Just a necessary evil. And one of Bo's funniest interviews, in my opinion, he said, I think we should all just take a deep breath. And what's the solution after we take a deep breath? We're going to work together as a team. We're all in this together. And give up. But Bo helped a lot of people with that Inside Special get through COVID. And that's what Bo does. I think Bo's got a good voice. He plays instruments fine. I'd say he's a lot better on piano than guitar. But I wouldn't say, aside from just his creativity, I wouldn't say he has like an Usher voice. I don't know that he would be
if he was solely doing stand-up comedy without the instrument stuff. It's hard to know, but I doubt he's Dave Chappelle funny. But he just does everything super well, and it's so interesting, and it's even better than a lot of the top musicians, the top comedians that just stick to their niche. And I watched that. That gave me a lot of ideas. I, of course, played every song on Bo Burnham's soundtrack from Inside. You can find the chords to them. And these streams where I'm playing chess and music, I realize I can't study chess for too long. So while we're trapped inside, I give myself a break and play some music. And that's what I kept doing. Hi, Belisa. Bye, Belisa. Chess Anonymous. You represent the entire club. You think you're that important? You should have a club named after you. Maybe you're not that important because no one knows you, Mr. Anonymous. I'm going to make you irrelevant. I'm going to turn you from Mr. Anonymous to Mr. Irrelevant. Why is the click? It's delayed. It's delayed. That's just absurd. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Oh, I'm sharing the audio, right? Wow. It's going to drive me insane. Why is it delayed like that? Oh, because I have it open in two windows. That's why. Okay. What did I just do? Okay. Okay. You give yourself time. You'll be all right. Didn't expect that move at all. By Tim's skin low. Huh. All right then. You weirdo. Ah. I'm so fucking done. We're not doing this tonight. Come on. Lock in. 20 at a time. So, God, I don't need to be doing this. Lose all my rating. All right, if it goes sour here, I'm gonna stop. I'm done spiraling. So done spiraling. Even when I was winning earlier, I wasn't managing my clock very well. want to take that bishop, you can't. Because I'll take a white pawn and I'll see your queen. You're all over that, aren't you? God. Oh my gosh. We're good. Barely. Pawn Prodigy versus the late blooming chess prodigy. Let's see what happens here. Spoiler alert, I'm going to emerge victorious. Okay. No, not necessarily. Yeah, because then here. Well, I don't like that move. Because I wouldn't mind to get rid of your bishop. That'll probably be the one I move. My bishop can see to help. So I could even take there and there, because if that knight's there, I still don't have anything to shoot at. That's a move, of course, I would play, but with the opponent having 30 seconds left, I might just keep the pawns back. Take it how I can get it. Quick move. Speed chess, that's the equivalent of a waiting move. So you got 20 seconds left. I'm not going to screw it up. Okay, now I'll get these pawns solidified because that pawn's going to freeze your bishop. Fine. Go ahead. Oh no. Don't ever overestimate what someone can do with a little bit of time. God damn it. Don't underestimate it. Gosh dang it. Why'd you offer to draw your front better here? You waiting? There we go. A little slow. Okay. See, like that's just a clear mistake, giving away a pawn. But in this situation where it's pretty tense and stuff, like I just also know it's about to happen. So I'm already making the bad move with the opponent right as they make the bad move. And that is not a healthy habit. Sorry, you're out of time. Been there, done that. I did in that battle. Chess has put in years of my life. It's a very bad habit to be looking for those types of mistakes, but you have to. You have to online. You might damn well get them. Can't be. Okay, so now I have a file. Do I see where I was wrong? Ah, shit. Gosh darn it, dude. Can't go up. Okay. I won't fall for your ignorance. Told you I would. All right. Easy enough. Are you a sucker? Can you get all your rating points? Just turn me into a 4,000 level player, beating you up repeatedly. Wait, what did I do? God only knows. So we get that pawn back. Just making it so easy on you. Okay. Lose a rook. I don't know if I can win this. Yeah. Do I keep my king over here? Or use this 2 pawns on 1 so my rook can help? Probably. Good gosh. Get mated, Dayton. Good gosh. Ah. Oh, man. Oh. Terrible. You take my night. Should definitely be taking my night, right? Yeah. I'm signing out before this turns into a spiral. Did a little bit better today. Getting my ass kicked now.